This is my audience. Have you ever thought about having a glowing cat? Have you ever wanted to cure incurable diseases? Have you ever thought about science fiction becoming a reality? Well, with CRISPR-Cas9, it brings genetic science fiction into real life. Today, I'll be discussing the wonders of CRISPR-Cas9 and how it benefits the world and the scientific community. I've been studying for a variety of scientific studies, like biochemistry, which deals with CRISPR-Cas9. In my speech today, I'll be discussing how CRISPR-Cas9 works and how it benefits our world. First, we'll talk about CRISPR. CRISPR stands for Clustered Regularly Interspaced Short Palindromic Repeats, or CRISPR for short. In the news article, What is CRISPR? By New Scientist, it states that the essence of CRISPR is simple. It's a way of finding a specific bit of DNA inside a cell, and after that, the next step in CRISPR gene editing is usually to alter that piece of DNA. Now, with the concept of CRISPR-Cas9, the scientists will use a Cas9 enzyme as a scissor-like tool to go in and alter that DNA. Now, a Cas9 enzyme comes from a bacteria cell as a defense mechanism against a virus DNA strand that will leak into the bacteria, and it will single out that DNA strand and snip it and neutralize it. Now, in the news article, How CRISPR Works on Science News for Students by Tina Hesbin-Say, published on July 31st, 2017, CRISPR can help us alter and find single nucleotides or the single lettering of genetic code and switch them out or cut them, and it helps for scientists to add a fluorescent protein onto a DNA strand to help track that strand and wherever it repeats. Another thing that it can help us do is use its cut and paste technology as a way to turn off and on its genes in the genetic code. So CRISPR can help scientists go into our cells and help them figure out and learn more about how our genetics work. Now that you know how CRISPR works, I'll be talking about the benefits of CRISPR and how they can help us prevent diseases and protect our human health. In an online interview, The Promises of CRISPR, Genome Editing in Biomedicine by Larissa Warnock with the head of research development, Tony Ho, on labiontech.eu, published on March 3rd, 2021, it talks about how with the evolving growth of the concept of CRISPR, it can help bring concept to clinic with therapy and other treatments. It also talks about how we can not only just cure monogenic diseases, but polygenic diseases as well, such as cancer and diabetes. Another thing that can help us in the interview, Tony Ho states that CRISPR is more precise and more effective than any other editing tool that we know of. In another article, Public Health Applications of CRISPR, How Children's Health Can Be Benefited, published on December 2018 by Vivian S. Vigliotti and Isabel Martinez, it talks about how we can help reduce health risks in children under the age of 5 and how we can prevent transmissions of malaria from mosquitoes into human children. CRISPR is also an easy and inexpensive way that scientists can use to help prevent these diseases from transmitting and to help protect human health. Now, to wrap things up, you now know how CRISPR works and how scientists are able to figure out more about our genetic code, and how doctors and clinics are able to use CRISPR as a treatment or to prevent diseases from transmitting. Now, I want you to think of when you think of science fiction becoming a reality, I want you to think of how CRISPR brings science fiction in the world of genetics to real life. Thank you.